Hi everyone, welcome to day 19 of my manga advent calendar project. I'm Dai, and today I will be sharing my thoughts with you on the first volume of My Secret Affection. This one is by Fumi Mikami, published by 7 Seas, rated teen. So in this world, about 30 years ago, there was a few meteors that fell onto Earth. And when they fell, they released a substance, and from that day forward, only same-sex relationships existed in the world. So we follow a girl who is now going to high school. She has a childhood best friend, who's this guy on the cover here with her. And they've just grown up together. This guy's grandpa was an astronaut, and he was in space the day that the meteors came down. And so he was kind of known as the last heterosexual on Earth. For a long time now, our female character has harbored romantic feelings for her best friend. And the only person that has known this has been his grandfather. So now we're following her in high school with her best friend, kind of keeping her feelings to herself. But at the same time, she's kind of wondering, is it possible that he also reciprocates those feelings for her? I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was cute. I definitely feel for our main character because there's nobody that she can really tell, especially with the way that her best friend acts around her and how he cares for her in times when she's sick or not feeling well and things like that. I mean, just look at how they're positioned here on the cover. You don't really know. And it's one of those things where she's even afraid to ask because there's probably no way that he reciprocates those feelings just because of how the world is at the moment. And so you follow her kind of dealing with these feelings and trying to stay away from him because she doesn't want him to find out, and living her life wanting to be near him, but at the same time trying to distance herself because the probability that he reciprocates those feelings for her is not very good. It's definitely one of those ones that kind of takes you on an emotional roller coaster. They have really great times together, and there are definite lows, especially with, her doubting how he feels about her and if they could have a future together. There's some interesting revelations that happen in here in regards to some of the classmates. There's a picture of one of the meteors, at least I think that's what it is, of one of the meteors early on in the volume. And at first it was kind of it looked a little weird. I couldn't figure out what it actually was because they don't actually tell you. And at least I'm pretty sure it's one of the meteors. But for me, it kind of looked like a peanut on a mountain. Later on in the volume, it definitely takes on more of what looks like a heart. And I think it's just in the way that it's drawn. So I'm not quite sure if the whole situation with how the world is in regards to romantic relationships has to do with the shape of that meteor. Definitely interested to see where the story is going to go. If our female character is going to be able to express her feelings to her best friend and find out if he actually reciprocates them or if he is just treating her that way because they've grown up together and are close. There's also something that comes up in this volume where I'm very interested to see how that information affects the direction of where this story might go. I know that this is a duology. I do have the second volume, and the second volume is actually much thicker than this first volume, so I'm sure I'll get some kind of answer, but I'm a little bit disappointed that this is only a duology because I definitely have a few questions. So I'm hoping that I'll have at least some answers to my questions in the next volume and that this will give me a definitive answer as far as where the relationship between these two characters end up. I'm definitely one of those people who likes a clear ending and doesn't like ambiguous ones. And so we'll see how that goes. I'm definitely going to put the final volume of this on my near TBR, because I definitely want to know how this one's going to go. And being that it's a duology, it's an easy series for me to knock off my shelf. And so, yeah, really interested to continue with this one and see where the story goes. And so those are pretty much my thoughts on My Secret Affection. Let me know down in the comments below if you've read this one and what you thought of it. Maybe hold any spoilers, just because this is such a short series. I definitely don't want to be spoiled. But let me know if you enjoyed it or if you didn't enjoy the ending. I would like to know that. And if nothing else, and you'd just like to let me know that you were here, if you could leave me, I don't think there's a peanut emoji, but maybe a heart emoji, either pink or blue, for the hair colors of our two characters. It would be greatly appreciated and would really help me out, and that will do it for me today. Join me tomorrow for day 20 of my Manga Advent Calendar project. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're all safe and healthy. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.